Hello, good evening. Oh, let me turn down the light a little bit. Good evening, and I hope you had a wonderful day. Today I just got home from my workout, and now I'm still happy to have some time, maybe an hour or two, to stop some streaming and get some work done, because I think it's just nicer to get nearly to my work and do something, even if it's just a few hours, just to have the rhythm. So first thing, let's work on our timer here. My progress bar, it's not right, because this is stream number 28. So this is stream number 28. Okay, we correct that. Okay, now let's go and draw some brushes. So yesterday we did all this amazing stuff here. So we had a lot of new doodles to get into the game, into the environment, and we're continuing to make more doodles to fill out the environment. We just have finished a lot of the stuff. Let me go inside of this folder here, and as you can see, there's plenty of stuff. Vegetation is complete. We're not going to make more vegetation. If I would make more vegetation, maybe grass, but okay, there's one exception though. Bushes. I want to have more bushes. And the thing with bushes is you can make them move in the wind and have them look really nice. So we could just take some of these leaves and put them together to generate some bushes. But I think it's better if we just paint a bush and a new bush by ourselves. And I think we can do that. And for that, we're going to make a new Photoshop file. Select new one. We're going for 500 by 500. Oh no, we let me think for a second how big this is. This is 500 by 500. Okay, this is okay. Here, we're going for 500 by 500. We don't want to go bigger. Yeah, because I think this is one third of the screen. That's big enough. And yeah, let's just draw some outlines. So first, let us set up some layers. So first one will be the base color. Then we have two shader layers, the dark one and the light one. And then we have the outlines. That's it. That's all we have and what we need. Make them into one group so we can edit them together later. And now we can start. So what do we want to have here? And I said this last time, we are going to look first into some inspiration from Last Crypt. So I need to find this right now. Last Crypt demo. It's not inside of here. Now it should be. So Last Crypt is a demo of Unity, and it should show you how you are supposed to make your game look good. And this is why we want to look at it as well. We want our game to look as good as possible, of course. And this is why we are going to look inside of the demo, which is mainly just a tech demo, what Unity can do in 2D and how to make it look good. But that's exactly why we should keep an eye on that. I'm also keeping an eye on other indie games. So at the Gamescom, I looked a little bit at the indie booth and looked a little bit at their videos, how their games are looking and how they are making them look good. And it's just add a lot of stuff in the end, in the background, in the foreground, and that's something that I had to admit in the end, that gameplay alone, story alone is not going to carry your game if most people are going to see your game with the visual mindset and not think about the story and gameplay, because you can't show that in trailers and it's not going to sell. So I'm not saying you should try to sell as much as possible, but if you want people to play your game and get into your game, you have to at least try to have some kind of good looking thing and something that people draws into your game. And the visuals are mainly one thing that draws people into playing your game. If people are interested in your genre or in your game style, but they are put off by your art style, there's just too many people that are put off. And on the flip side, if you have good graphic, there's a lot of people that are just going to be drawn to your project. So this is why we are going to focus a lot on visual this week. And if you look at our to-do list, which I can get out here. So I got a simple to-do list in Excel, but you can do them. There's some professional programs to make time charts when you're going to finish, and then you can apply some business models there. And we don't have that because I'm just a simple normal guy, and Excel does it for me. So let's see what we have for our plan for our future. So for the next patch, we only have this try out bloom effect for background attacks and torches, but this has split into 2 tasks. So bloom alone didn't do it. Turn down the music a little bit, or maybe my volume, because I think music is fine. Okay. And this will be split into draw, new duets, and background. We need to make the game look good. There's no way around it, and it's not complex. This is the complexity, not the time intensity. So also this should go down a little bit. And this is just very time intensive, but drawing them is not really hard. The hard part is setting them up in the brush. If it doesn't work, then we have to set up our own brush, and that's going to take a lot of time. And I still don't know if it's going to work with the setting we want. So there's a risk that there can be some more time that we have to plan in. Then after testing the patch, there's still some skills that we want to change, and there's two things in the game right now which I think are not right. Is first have skill that improves bite. If we don't have anything in the late game or in the later game, it improves your bite or makes it a little bit more interesting. We have to think about that later, but it's not going to be in the next patch. Then we're going to have 2 new skills, 2 new attacks. We're going to split one of the current skills and make one into only available if you're in Bloodlust, and one available if you're not in Bloodlust. And that means we need 2 new attacks. So 2 new skills. Split Blood Magic update 3 in 2 categories. Categories. Bloodlust. No bloodlust. That's as easy as it gets. So. This is easy. Have a skill that improves sprite. We don't know what skill this will be. 2 new skills. It could be a little bit more specific. I already have in mind what this should be. So let's give this a 2. This will be Life Leech Wave under Bloodlust, if you have Bloodlust. So I just wanted a check where you shoot a wave out of your hands, and whatever you hit with that wave is going to take a small amount of damage, and you're going to get the damage back as life. And this is only if you're under Bloodlust. The second one will be a charged ray or ray attack. I haven't decided yet, but we are not going to do this soon. And this should effectively fix the current combat issues. So I don't think the combat right now is bad. It's it could be improved because right now you can become stronger when you're under Bloodlust, but the benefits are not that noticeable. So that's why I want to get a little bit more diversity. So if you're under Bloodlust, that you really have a specific set of attacks that you only have available if you're under Bloodlust, and if you end your Bloodlust, then you have your normal attacks, and you can switch between those 2 modi, like you and maybe have different preferences where you use those modi. Okay, now let's save this up. And let's look at our subset list. There's still a little bit. Apply Bloom to Moon. Yeah. Torch effect, projectile effects, skill effects. So there's a lot of bloom to be added. But I've already experimented with this a lot. So this will be a little bit easier. I tried out fog emitters as clouds. It didn't work. Drawn clouds are just way better at the moment. Want to add some fireflies? Yeah. Adorn downloads on the background. It's already in there. Okay. So let's go for bushes. For this, we're going to look into this awesome demo here. And if you play this game, we're looking at the trees now for our inspiration. We are going to turn our information here into our later bushes. You see there are some bushes here in the background, but they don't move, they are static. You see this here? This bush, it doesn't move. Even, or does it? No, it doesn't move. Okay, and the rest of the area here, that is going to be inside of this, yeah, what is this? A tomb. It's some magical place. You don't have to care. Okay. It's a little bit funny that the music from the background is interfering a little bit with this level here. I think they did the music here very well, that they just want to apply some sense of wonder. And yeah, we are going to steal the information from the trees there. I also think that this style of these trees here is what we are just going to steal. So it would maybe be wise to just duplicate some kind of leaf instead of drawing them. Let's change the environment one time. I want to see if in the night we can see fireflies. I think they have a firefly spawner there. Yeah. You see the fireflies just round circles which have been made yellow, and they have some kind of bloom. Yeah. You can also kind of see that they have applied a normal map to the trees here, which I'm really jealous about. Unfortunately, we don't have normal maps in the game. I tried it and I discovered it too late in development. That's very unfortunate, but I can't do normal maps now, because I would have to redo all the tile maps and basically the whole game. So I like what they did in the foreground here, but we can't make something similar in my game, the current version at least. They also have beautiful trees, to be honest. And I think this inspires me a little bit to redraw my trees. Oh, if you look at these trees, they are just beautiful. And the trees I have in my game, let's take a look. They didn't age as well. So let's go into level 1. And these are the trees in the game right now, and yeah, that they didn't age at all well, I would say. Now they are maybe some of the ugliest artwork I've put out so far, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to redo that. No chance. No chance that this can stay. Damn it. That means we have to make bushes first. Bushes first. So we could just go ahead and draw some lines here for leaves. Like, put this to 5 and just start drawing. And in the end, we would add more leaves. Here, leaves, 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 and call it a brush. Yeah, that's all we would do. So if we look at this example here, and see how this brush is arranged. So the leaves of the trees, they also apply this to this brush here. So you can apply this to different kind of objects. For bushes, it just has to be smaller, and it's just some round shape with a lot of leaves. So let's try it out to just take some leaves and make them into the brush. I think we are going to cheat this. Maybe it is better. So this leaf here might be our solution. Might be that it doesn't work out. So I think this is going to be a good start here. And this is going to be a mess. There's going to be a lot of layers. I'm going to sort my old layers here. You might not need them though. So let's make a group here. And call that outer wing. And just paste in this, duplicate this layer a lot. So can I do it like this? Yes, I can. Let's just randomly put it somewhere. And let's see if we can make this work. Maybe make it a little bit taller. A big leaf here. Different leaf. Small leaf. now leaves everywhere. Going to make a curve now. I think I scale them often by accident, but yeah, whatever. That's how nature works. See, like this, and then you immediately start scaling them. And this is actually some wise little randomness inside of the brush later. It would just be nice if it would just select one layer. Let me edit it. Come on. This is going to have a little bit of a weird shape, but yeah, whatever. I mean, wheel brushes also have a lot of weird shapes. And not just some circles. And this way we can cheat our way to victory once again. But on the flip side, I'm not convinced if this is actually a better choice to drawing. I would draw all the outer wings. Would maybe be faster, because I wouldn't apply all these little details that leaves have. On the flip side, yeah, we now have a lot of nice quality there, and this is going to be a nice little brush. With each wing that we are doing, it will become easier. Okay, now let's go for the next wing. Make a group. Wing 2. Let's call this wing 1. And let's scale this down a little bit. Okay, copy this layer. Now we are just trying to apply them so that they cover up all the blank spaces. Let's make some variation here. It's going to take a lot of time here. So, yeah, I'm not convinced that it will be nice to make this 5 times. Because I want 5 different brush types. I'll always want to make sure that you have enough variation in some kind. Okay, we are through with this ring. So later we are going to apply shadow effects to each ring so that they add up and hopefully it will look somehow cool. A little bit of cool would be nice to have. Can't guarantee it though. So let's maybe turn this leaf. And let's make the leaf a little smaller, just a little bit. So we are going to be smaller with each ring to have the illusion that we are 3-dimensional. Copy this layer. So we work with it. Now we are going to work with a slightly smaller leaf each time. So we add up in the end a little bit of 3-dimensional illusion. And I had some doubts at the start, but I think this is going to work. This actually looks like it's going to be amazing. Even though it's just one leaf. So after that we will have a beautiful looking game. Beautiful. Okay, now go for the last one. See if the ring is complete. Yeah, it is. Next ring. Ring 4. We're getting closer. Again, we're going to make this leaf a little bit more squished. With this layer from the start. Because this is going to be our nice little template that we can apply now to all the little leaves that we are going to spawn in. And you might now not notice it, but later, if you are consequent with making these three-dimensional effects, you're doing them consequently, you're going to, in the end, have a consistent effect in your game, in your art. This is more an art here. Running all those little nice leaves. It's fun. I mean, what else would I like to do today? And spawning in some leaves. That's why I stand up every day. Okay. Now, next ring. Ring 5. No, 5 is 57, 5. Okay. Go and spawn in the leaf, and you know the drill. I'm going to make this a little bit more squish. Just a little bit. Copy this layer. Now we have this as a template. And now we have to be a little bit more careful, because these are the leaves that the user will in the end look at. Because you're going to look at the center of the object. I'm a little bit worried about the performance of my PC, because all these leaves are now smart objects, and they store more information than just their pixels, which means that there might be some kind of bottleneck or something. We'll have to look at it later. Now we are going for the last ring. So, final ring, ring 6. With this one, we really want to stretch the leaves very carefully, so they look like they're coming out of the middle of the bush. And just like this, we apply a little bit of curve to them. Okay, we're finished now. Let's put them all into the last ring here. And now we have this bush here. Let's take a look. And I'm not really satisfied with the result at all. It just looks like a lot of leaves on the ground, not like a bush. So what we can do here is maybe try to squish them together more. Is this ring empty? No. Something's weird with this ring. Okay, we have one out of my memory. This was exactly what I meant, but this is going to be hard for the PC. So we are going to place the Unity project right now. So we free up some memory, and we are going to save this before we run out of memory completely. Maybe we still can save, so we haven't lost our progress. Okay, now let's make this whole brush a little bit bigger again. Okay, we've run out of memory, so we're going to try to save. Can we save? Yeah, we can save, and reopen it. Let's close Photoshop completely and open the file again, because sometimes Photoshop is not optimized to handle a lot of different layers and changes. I think it's going to have every change in the protocol, and it adds up with the data it's collecting inside of its memory space. So now let's try to apply. We could make these into groups. This will make it harder to edit them later. So first let's try to apply some kind of shading effect on them. Like this, for example. And if we do this with each wing, we might be able to give the illusion this is a nice little brush. Okay, we have run out of space, so we are going to make these into single layers. No choice there, because we need to work on them. It's a little bit unfortunate because it takes some of our editing options here. But on the flip side, if you do it right, might work quite well.
Blue Sucho. Hi.
Hi, Blue Sucho. What's up? Hi. How are you doing? Nice to see you, or hear you, or read you. Mir geht's gut und selbst? Super. Natürlich erstklassig wie immer. Mir würde es auch niemals schlecht gehen. Ich würde ja auch niemals krank werden oder sowas. Also, ja, bestens. Und bei dir? Ja, gut, okay. Wir waren einen Tag. Ich hoffe, wir waren nice und ordentlich heute was geschafft. Das ist doch schön zu hören. Danke dir. Naja, Montag halt, hahaha. Ja, Montag ist der Start in die Woche. Das ist doch eigentlich eine Freude. Also, ja gut, natürlich sagen alle, ja, hier arbeiten, ja, hier Schule gehen. Aber man sieht Leute, man macht was für sich, man tut was für die Gesellschaft. Obwohl viele Leute mögen die Gesellschaft nicht, das ist natürlich dann ein anderes Thema. Ich muss sagen, das sieht jetzt doch nach einem guten Busch aus. Menschen. Wie findest du den Busch? Ich kann jetzt global das Licht verändern. Oh, das sieht nice aus. Oh, Blue Sucho, das hört sich aber hart an. Dann good night, wenn du gleich schlafen gehst. Sehr schön, schöner Busch. Wofür ist das? Background. Also ich brauche den für den Hintergrund, für mein Spiel. Und der soll einfach nur im Hintergrund sein und ein bisschen Wind wehen. So dass ich einen wunderschönen, nicen Busch dort habe. Das einfach nur toll aussieht. Und es gibt eine Demo von Unity, da haben die auch Büsche. Die sehen toll aus. Und dann sage ich auch, ja, mach ich das jetzt auch. Ist auch mega toll. Und tatsächlich ist das einfach nur das gleiche Blatt, immer wieder kopiert. Einmal mit einem Verlauf drüber. Und ja, yeah, was ein nice Busch. Was willst du mehr? Ja, krass, ne? Hier, das ist einfach nur, warte. Das Blatt hier. Das ist die Vorlage. Der Busch besteht einfach nur aus ganz vielen Kopien von diesem Blatt. Dann habe ich hier diese Effekte drauf gemacht. Und die Effekte sieht man das auch. Dann wird der immer eindimensionaler. Zack. Es ist einfach nur ein Haufen mit Blättern. Aus dem Effekt drauf. Zack. Ist das ein richtiger Busch. Und der sieht da sogar noch toll aus, finde ich. Und ich kann sogar noch mit dem Licht ein bisschen spielen. Und wenn ich jetzt hier so ein bisschen die Einstellungen verändere, kann ich noch versuchen, den toller aussehen zu lassen. Was willst du mehr? Und das sieht creepy aus. Okay. Ich werde jetzt wieder ins Englische wechseln. Aber das ist okay für dich, Blue? Okay, now I'm trying to decide on the mode of the dark areas. I think I'm just going to stick with normal. Yeah, I think that's a nice little bush here. If I would see such a bush in nature, I would say, yeah, that's a nice little bush. Just absolutely love him. Phew. Okay, I think I see a white spot here. We have to fix that somehow. Ooh, no. How we are going to do this? I got an idea. Just wait. I take the inner area here and just fill it with green. Can make sure that we actually don't accidentally leave out any gaps inside of the bush. Now we have a nice little bush. Yeah, let's save that up. Just save it up. Now, normally we would have something coming out of the ground to anchor the bush, but we don't need that, I think. Let's just try it out. There's only one way to find it out. Let's try it out. Color. Outlines. Okay. Maybe it's an improvement. I don't know yet. Okay, they have to be under the bush, not over it. And I start to realize that this is not a good idea. This is going to look awful. Let's leave it like this and say this is our bush number 1. Okay, let's go for number 2. And you can actually see here what changed just by applying some effects. So let's go for number 2. Now, I know that not everybody likes bushes, but let's not be political now and get going. So I'm going for the long version or the short one? I think I'm going for the short one. And make it into a nice little group here. And call it Wing 1. And this time we are going to try to be a little bit bigger, faster. I don't think we have to do any variation with the outer ring, because I think the outer ring is not going to be visible in the end. It's being obfuscated by all the other leaves anyway. So it's not try to be too precise with that. Making some weird curves into it. To be really a little bit random, like nature is. Wait, nature is also completely random. Evolution is random. Nature completely random. Just evens out in the end, and then people call that like evolutionary. Yeah, and it literally is. But that doesn't mean that it's perfect. Nature is beautiful. It's the only nature that we have. But it's far from perfect, unfortunately. Just like some people believe that if you cut down a tree in nature, that nature will by itself solve this problem and make now a stronger tree because of evolution or something. Evolution needs dozens of generations to change anything, and there's a lot of randomness applied. Now you can nowadays simulate hunter and victim, I don't know what it's called, in AI, but there's a lot of models with wolves hunting sheep, and you have your little AI where the wolves are the black points, the sheep are the white points, and then you can have these nice little simulations where you can simulate how the hunters are growing, and the prey is going to try to evolve to then get away from the hunters. But these kinds of simulation are not very accurate, because in the end there's too many factors that you have to factor in to actually get it right. And these are factors like something that you wouldn't maybe expect. It could be what kind of food do your victims, your prey, what do they eat? What kind of environment do they live in? How much water is there? Are there any rivers? Are there any seas? Are there no seas? Are there no rivers? Are there humans, which is very important today? Are there other gatherers? And yeah, that's going to be way harder. But simulations give us a good idea what could be, and let us guess how nature works. On the other side, what a lot of people get wrong is evolution. Evolution is the topic that nearly 90% of people don't understand, because they think evolution is an active process. It's not. The problem with evolution is a passive only process, and most movies, most documentaries present evolution like it's something that animals actively do to improve themselves. Like if you hear a documentary and lion is killing the kids of another lion, so he in the evolution will spread his genes, that's bullshit. A lion cannot think so far to I'm going to kill the kids of another lion to spread my genes. It doesn't know what genes are. It doesn't know where these kids are coming from. And to think that a lion would understand anything about evolution is absolutely bullshit. Sorry if I'm a little bit verbal there, but I think you get the point. Evolution works passively over a lot of generations until it actually works. And a lot of the mutations are completely random, and there's thousands of turns where generations of life are just wasted because they are born, they have a mutation, the mutation is bullshit in most of the cases, and they die. That's nature. There's nothing perfect about that. It works. It's not perfect. And you see what's happening right now? Like, nature can't fix what's happening to itself. Species are dying out and they can't adapt fast enough. Because the system was working when humans were not changing the metagame every 5 minutes. Like they can literally do right now. They can decide in 5 minutes that they are going to kill all lions. In a specific region because they feel threatened or something, and that happens a lot. And then they're going out and kill them. And evolution won't save them. That's why a lot of species are dying out. And the only species and life form that really can adapt to this, it's bacteria. And they only can adapt because they have such a short lifespan and die so much. So viruses also and microorganisms, so they can adapt a little bit. Let's get rid of this lower part here of the leaf. Okay. And let's look at this bush. I think this top part doesn't look well. Yeah. It's a try, but not a nice try. I'm going to fix this. Fix this. Spawn some leaves here. Trying to fix this. I think this is fixing it. Now this still only does look like a lot of leaves. Let's see if we can make this look like a real bush. Higher filter here. Well, it's looking a little bit too rough with this. Okay, first let's change some things. That is, we are going to make them all into single layers. Pick a color here. Go into the wrong window mode there. Oopsie. Okay, now we can apply our effect and hopefully we twist a little bit with the values. It will look good. So first, let's apply this value to these leaves, and maybe go a little bit down with the white part because I'm not convinced that it's looking too good right now. Let's put this to 90. Copy the effect and insert it in all of these nice layers, and voila! It's looking it's looking ugly. I don't like it. I actually dislike this as a bush. I think it's a little bit the form, also the leaf size. So when we were doing the bush before, this one really looks a little bit realistic. This one not. I think these leaves don't make good bushes, so we are not going to save this. I have to admit, I just immediately say GG, go out, and don't think about that ever again. I guess it's no use. Now we could do this with this leaf again. But I'm just not convinced that the bushes are that good. I want to draw actually. Let's try drawing at least one time. Let's not be lazy here. Okay. So I'm doing this with layers. And the first one will be the outer layers, and we are just going to make fuzzy outlines. Okay. Now, that might be a weird approach now. But trust me, it will work. Still don't want to apply shader. Let's duplicate this object here. Called wing 1. Going to make the same process, but this time we are going to guess the leaves instead of actually copy pasting them. Let's look if this can save us some time. So the important thing is that all of these layers need to overlap, so you wouldn't see the leaves underneath. Trying to apply as much randomness as I can. Again. Coloring it. Now, what we want to do in the end is taking this color here and apply our effect here. Do this with each layer. And then remove the outlines. I don't think this will work again, but whatever. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. At least let's give it a try. We need to relieve at least a little bit. Okay, let's go for two more rings. And then we should try out our effects and see if they work or not. Right now, I said I'm not convinced that this was a good idea. But at least you can experiment because it's fast. And sometimes you can learn more from your failures. Okay, this looks actually horrible, what I did there. Okay, let's do that again. Let's not overdo it with the ugliness. Be more careful here. Okay. And here goes our last layer. The last layer is going to be little leaves. So now okay, let's try to cheat on this one, as we usually do. Okay, now we're going to select all of these color layers. Let's copy this style here. And apply it to all of these color layers. And see what happens. Okay, this is actually acceptable. This is actually looking better than what we did when we are just copying in some leaves and trying to do it manually. What happens if we put out all the outlines? I think it's not going to work. Let's just try. No, it's not working. It's not looking good. I think the outlines are a little bit too thick. There's just not much that we can do about it. Now we can just make this into a brush in the background, but and we can still shade them a little bit. At least the leaves in the foreground should have a little bit of shader, so that they look a little bit more realistic. Let's put this value here to the opacity to 15, so that we don't apply way too strong colors. Also going to be reducing the hardness. and going for the light. And let's not try to go for too many details. Okay, this is not looking good. Have to go back to the dark shader one more time. Okay, now I don't like the color too much, the base color. So let's try to change the base color a little bit. And I think now we have to do this with a selection tool, with the filling tool, unfortunately. Yeah, let's go for a stronger green. Yeah, I think that's fine. Now for the final touch, we are going to make a little bit more shading in the last ring. No, second last ring, because that's still very visible. And also applying some outlines here. So let's start with the outlines. Sorry. Actually don't have even a cold, just randomly sneezing there. Okay, now let's apply the shader. Oh, wait, I forgot some little small leaves here. Okay, I got my setup. and go for the light shader. And we're just using the fill options and the shader together to maybe get the best of both worlds. And voila! We have the illusion that this is a hand-drawn nice little brush. Let's save it under, and this actually brush 2. And let's make a PNG without the background layer. Now we have this brush and this brush, and yeah, okay, the hand drawn just looks naturally way better, even though it's a little bit weird in the background here. I still think it's way better. We still have to clean up the edges. There's still some cleanup to do. So let's take the eraser, give it more hardness, and let's clean up the edges real quick. These edges here, the color is unfortunately not in the right place. And I guess we have to remove some color here. I'm really sorry, color. You were in the wrong place at the wrong time. Now you have to leave. Okay. Now let's test our mic against the next brush. Okay, now let's this time select a little bit smaller brush size for this wing one. And prepare some layers for later. And this time, let's try to start from the middle and see what this changes. Got a weird feeling that this is not really black. Oh, it is black. Okay. So let's start with a little leaf here. to switch my position. My arm is starting to get numb. Just have to erase those leaves here. A good start, but some things do disturb me because their science is too different. Now let's go for little nice wings on our first wing. Maybe change the outline of this leaf here. Come on, give me the eraser tool, not the filling tool. Okay, be good now. Okay, now still does not make sense. And that would make more sense. Okay, now let's go for the next wings. Ah, I see. Once you have the first wing, the rest comes very naturally. Okay, I think we will need some more wings like this, but aside from this, the result is acceptable, I think. And we need to start to get a little bit faster. I want to make this before 1 AM. Okay, let's go for more wings, because we have to fill out all this area here somehow. the... Oh. What? Oh, that's not good. Okay. So that's what happened. So let's duplicate this layer. One time I'm going to delete the inner part. And for the other one, I'm going to delete the outer part. Now we have separated layers. Okay, because we were starting at 1, we're starting at 6. Now this is number 3 actually. 4, 3. Okay, now we have to go to 2. Okay, let's go again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's okay. Okay, now number 2. I think we will add in number 0 later. Okay. Okay, now ring number 1. We are going to duplicate ring number 1 and make it ring number 0. Now I think the counting system is not good, because we are going to end with ring -1 and it's not going to make any sense at all. Okay, we ended up with a smaller bush than we wanted. I guess. Let's make ring 0. And we also have a much rounder bush than actually want. So I'm going to extend this right side here. And at the left side we are going to be very small. So you actually stop growing here. And I have no idea what this playlist is right now, but I like it. Okay, now let's duplicate this. Call this the ring number -1. Duplicate it. And we're going to need a -2 also. And in both of them we get rid of the outline information, because we have copied the old number 0 outlines. Now we are going to add a little more at the right side here, so we do actually have some kind of shape. Going to extend it further and further, because we want to have at least some kind of randomness tied to it. This is going to be beautiful, beautiful bush then. I think one mistake is that most of the leaves are in rows and are pointing upwards. It's not good. Okay. Now we still have to fill all these layers. So let's start by this layer here. Going to connect all those points here that are not connected. Draw a circle. Make sure that this circle is underneath. Yes. Okay. We're going to do this with every layer now. Why are we doing this, and what exactly are we doing? We're just making sure that later, when we try to fill out the color, we can actually get this us a selection very fast. It's just a very cheesy way to get a selection very fast later. And so this way I have to make sure that all these edges here are connected. You see there's some points in there are not connected, and if you then try to select the outer part, it's going to select the inner part as well. So we are preparing this just to work easier and faster. And check all these areas so that we can be lazy later, which is always the right thing to do. Because we want to work efficiently, not hard. Don't work hard, work smart. Clean up all these small little details here, and now we can actually apply our color. So for this, let's select this outer part here, reverse it, with that, make it smaller, and now we can apply our color. I made them a little bit too small. Okay. Now let's apply our color. I think this is a nice base color. And now rinse and repeat. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Okay, I'm trying to sing here and failing miserably. Dum 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 dum. Here we can see our little trick we pulled it off, and it still works. Just drawing weird cycles. Whatever, still works. So let's go for the last color here. And now we are going to try a shader with this one. Well, let's try this with wing 3. Because I know wing 3 will be in somewhere in the middle parts. Okay, now let's copy this style and paste it into each layer. And cheat our usual way to victory. And I lost all the selections. Damn it. Let's try out something. What if we drop some kind of... Can we copy this? No. What if we have some kind of shadow? Okay. Can we copy this? No. Let's go to ring 3 again. Okay. Maybe should have done this from the start, but let's try to apply a shadow. Okay, save this shadow. Maybe split me. No, that's all we can do. Okay, copy this shadow and insert it in every layer. Color. So we really have some kind of three-dimensional effect here going on. And I think when we later put this to PNG, would look nice as well. Okay, now the only thing that we miss here are our shaders. So let's go. rest will be hand drawn. Okay, now light shader. Yeah, I guess that's it. Now we go for the next ring. And go for the light shader. Getting all those little nice details. So that we have a nice looking middle part. We don't have time for the outer parts, but now that we have a nice looking middle part, it's that is where the attention of the user will be. And now we have to do the unfortunate thing of scaling all of this and hope that it will still work. Okay, it works. And let's put them into one final group. Call it a bush. We're going to apply this effect here, but let's not overdo it. Okay, let's see. Does it look better? I guess yes. I think I don't like the like part. So let's skip that. think it looks more three-dimensional like this. Okay, let's save this and make this our brush 3. So, today we made brushes. And I think this one is nice. This one is nice. This one is nice. Now they look way different. I think this one might be more inside of stones or something. Put them in there to have some vegetation coming out of rocks. This one is good for the background in normal levels. Now, unfortunately, this one, I don't think this one is good. I think this one, the one that we spent most of the time with, is actually the ugliest one, unfortunately. So we're going to stick with this style for next time. And we still have to draw 3 more brushes to have enough variation, because if I put this brush everywhere, it's going to repeat itself and it's not going to work. Also need to get more into this style next time. Yeah. Aside from that, we have all those little nice rocks here. So yeah, we still have a lot of stuff to put into the environment. We still need more brushes. Yeah, and it's gonna take some time. I will stop for today, because if I start another brush, I will finish at 2 a.m. in Germany. I'm living in Germany, and it would be 2 a.m. here. It would be too late for me, so I guess that's it for today. Thank you for tuning in or watching the VOD later, and have a nice day. I'll be back tomorrow at the evening, sometime after I finished working at my workout, so around 8 a.m. No, p.m. 8 p.m. Sorry. So see you back then. Have a nice day or night. Goodbye.
Mario!